All right, guys. So we did get the sniper installed. I thought about doing a how-to on it, but really, you know, there's a million of them on YouTube, and I don't need to be 1,000,001. Just a couple things to watch out for. Be careful the way you route your harnesses. You keep them away from any of the high energy ignition sources. The other thing is, Holley doesn't do a great job with the way the harness routing on these, especially the X-Flow, is just terrible. The plugs are big. Oh, there you go. Bang you guys off everything. The plugs are big, they're bulky, they're just a disaster. So I'm not a fan of them. They really could have done something much better with them, but they didn't. We have to, so in order to start our turbo build, all this exhaust has to come off. And to do that, you know, I have some O2 sensors and stuff like that I want to take out. They shouldn't be that tight, but you know, you gotta get them out. I want the O2 sensors back in the truck. I like having them. I actually have two, one for a standalone gauge and one for the Holley, and I think that honestly more people should probably do it that way. It gives you a backup and a reference, and I actually found that they read a little bit differently. So that's something to watch out for too, because I mean, over the years on the dyno, I've seen different things read different ways, and it's never really been a problem. But these things are reading a point off, and they're not exactly in the same thing, and there could be something going on with this X and some scavenging issues going on there. So that's always a possibility. But it's just something to watch out for. But it's nice to have a reference. I would bet, I didn't do any wide open throttle pulls, but I would bet if you did wide open throttle pulls, they might read closer together, which would prove, you know, that I'm right. Some light in our eyes. Oh, that's so always a big complaint to me is the fact that you really can't get a socket on these things real easily. Like, why couldn't they space the pattern out just a little bit more? Not that it's the end of the world, but it just, small things, guys, small things. And I've been, see, I mean, you can't even get a wrench on there. I honestly don't like 3-volt collectors anyway. I'd rather see V-bands used, but, you know, this is what the headers came with, and instead of cutting them off, I was lazy or cheap and decided that was the way we were gonna do it. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Good part is you can kind of rotate them as you get them looser. And then make it a little bit easier to get the bolts if they come loose. And they're not gonna, so we'll see if they've just turned off. There we go. It's actually the gasket that's stuck, so we did get a good seal there. The gasket is actually stuck. Weld broke on that one. And there's our lawnmower. My neighbors. Love their mowers. And we got a spider. Make sure you don't get bit in the head. So we got that side loose, we got this side loose. This side's still holding on by the clamp. It was blown out. That's interesting. And that's my number one complaint with those, is they all blow out. There we go. All right, So we got that out, we got that out. Time to lower it down, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm test fitting some turbo headers.